Good morning, fourth graders. The only ones that need to be watching this video are the ones that have to redo it. So that would be Cambry, Bentley, Jacob, Chris, Aiden, Adela, and Jesse. If you would rather get a piece of paper and write these bigger, that would be fine. So this is multiplying 3 digits by 2 digits. Now you know in multiplication, the numbers you multiply with each other are called factors, and then your answer is called the product. Usually the largest number is the one that's on the top, and that's the case with all of these. And all of these have 2 digits on the bottom. The general rule when you multiply with 2 digits on the bottom is that you're going to have 2 rows of numbers to add together. So what you're actually saying is you're multiplying whatever is in the ones position times this number, and then whatever's in the tens position by this number, and then you're adding those 2 together. I'm going to do the second one first, and I have a reason for that, but here we go. 2 times 7 is 14. So you're going to put the 4 here and carry the 1. The 4 is your ones, and the 1 is in your tens position. And then you're going to say 2 times 2 is 4, and then you're going to add 1. So that would be 5. Then you're going to say 2 times 5 is 10. And it's very important to stop at this point and erase what you carried up here. If not, you'll get confused later. So when we go down to do the second row, we're going to automatically put a 0 because this is in your tens position, and that 0's going to hold that ones position. There's nothing there. So we're actually saying 40 times 527. So here we go. 4 times 7 is 28. You put your 8 here, carry your 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. So you put your 0 here, and you carry your 1. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21. Now, it's not that important that you put your commas except in your answer. So now what we're going to do is add. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 5 is 13. And carry your 1, okay, right here. You do the same thing. You put your whatever's in your ones first, and then you carry what's in your tens. And then 1, 0, 0, you bring that down. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. And then 2. And then you count 1, 2, 3, and put your comma in front. The product is 22,134. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the first one, and this is the reason you might want to do it on another sheet of paper, because that I kind of wrote big and I don't want it to be confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase. And in this number, the number on the bottom ends with a 0. So what you could do is say 0 times 315, and that would be 0, 0, 0. In other words, 0 times 5, 0 times 1, and 0 times 3. Well, that's really, there's not any sense in having to do that. So when you have a 0 in the bottom number, your bottom number is ending with a 0, all you really have to do is put that 0 and then start with your tens. So bring that 0 down. 3 times 5 is 15. Put your 5, carry your 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. And you're finished. So you don't have 2 rows because you have a number ending with 0 in your second factor. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. This one starts out pretty easy. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. Your second row, you start with a 0, and then you say 2 times 7 is 14. Put your 4, carry your 1. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17. Put your 7, carry your 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then you're going to add these two numbers together. 7, 12, 10, and 6. 1, 2, 3. Put your comma. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this one because it ends in 0. So I bring that 0 down, and I'm done with the first row. So 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 7 is 28. 29. 2 times 7, or 7 times 2 is 14. Plus 2 is 16. 1, 2, 3. And there's your comma. That's about it. So I bet when you try this again, you're going to do much better.